Is recorded. So if you have any questions or expectations, just tell me. Uh, okay. Okay, guys, are you able to hear my voice, everybody? Yes, I hope.
Yes, sir. Audible.
Yes. So I'll share my screen. Okay, I hope you are able to see my screen. Now I'll start with very basics, okay? Because I am not sure in the participants' background. So I'll start with very basics. I hope you are able to see this Yahoo Finance home page. You're able to see it, right? Okay. So whenever you wanted to try anything, the basic, very basic, without installing a Python on your local machine, you can practice in cloud. Google is providing cloud software. Okay, Colab. If you search in Google, you can navigate with me. Colab. Google. If you type this, you can go to this website. Google Colab.
मुझे तो ए मिला। कल परीक्षा है सफा मेहनत से पढ़ाई करना।
Okay. So from here, you can create any Python programming code. It can be machine learning or stock fetching or stock screener or chart link scanner. Anything you can do from cloud also. Okay. So go to here, file, new notebook. Type new notebook. I will show you how to calculate moving averages, EMAs, VWAP, and some sample backtesting strategy, results, everything today I will try to cover. If I cannot cover, I will take another session. Okay. So name anything. Python. This is the code cell where you write any formula. This plus code. You can click here. It will add a new cells. Okay. If you want to write any description, you can click a text box. Text. This is text cell. Okay. I'll delete it. Delete it. Who are familiar with Python, they may feel bored, but I'll quickly finish this part. Okay, first I'll write text box, basics of Python, basics of Python for stock trading. Okay, you have to press Alt Enter. Press Alt plus Enter to execute the current statement. I pressed Alt Enter. Okay, now let's consider I will write. I wanted to. So two people are waiting. Okay, admit all. Consider I wanted to write a small formula for addition of two numbers. Let's say a equals to 6. Enter. Just type it. B equals to 7. So when you want to execute this line in a Python, you have to press Alt Enter again. Okay. I type it. I write it again. Hash. Press Alt plus Enter key to execute this statement or command. Okay, press Alt cell. Okay, but you don't see anything because you didn't sum anything. You need to add something and you have to print it. So how do I sum? Sum. It can be any name. Sum, or it can be a Z, Z, or anything. Okay. Sum equals to A plus B. To execute this statement, again you have to press Alt Enter. But still, you don't see any output. Why? Because it's not printed. The sum value is stored in the sum is stored here in this variable, but it is not printed. So what I do, I print it. Print sum 13. So somebody who is seeing later, he may think that, oh, okay, if addition I have to declare sum. No need. It can be Z equals to A plus B, Y equals to A minus B. Then I'll print it. Okay, copy, paste, Z, Y. Because later you need this to calculate profit and loss, right? So you have to know how to do the basic arithmetic operators. So it can be any variable. In a terminology, it is called variables. Variables. Declaration. It's clear. So you have division, multiplication, and everything. M equals to A into B. A into B. X equals to A by B. Okay. Print. But by seeing this output 1313, you don't know whether it's addition or subtraction or profit and loss. So I wanted to add some string to it. So how I can add? It's called F means here. You can see F. F means of formatting a string. Okay. I wanted to format the output. What I will format multiplication multi, and I wanted to write the value of M here. M. So whatever you write in the string plus the value 7 6 sevens are 42, you will get it like this. Okay, so if I change this to, I'll print again sum of, and if I write the sum value here, sum, the output you can see sum of. In some cases you wanted to print number of trades gain and number of trades lose, you wanted to print in the same statement in a single line. So how do I write? Print statement F, okay, loss, comma, profit. You write the statement, whatever you are supposed to print, you write the statement, and later you just put the variables here, sum and some x here, just for nothing. You see, and execute again and again with the alt and enter. You see, loss is 13 and profit is 0.87. So this is the basic arithmetic operations example. Okay. Operations. Now directly we will go to how to fetch data from a public data source. If you have any questions, you can ask me now. Otherwise, I'll go to the how to fetch the data. Okay, good, great, no questions. Okay, first I will show how to get a data from Yahoo Finance. Okay, let me check Zoom for any questions. If somebody asks any questions, I'll check it. Okay, no questions, good. So let me get the data from Yahoo Finance. See, this is the Yahoo Finance. You have to find a symbol. It's Indian market, or it can be a Bitcoin or Nasdaq. Any symbols. You come here and you type which stock you wanted to bring. Okay, Infosys. I want Infosys stock. Okay, this is the symbol. This is the symbol. Okay, code infi.ns. Okay, National Stock Exchange NS. You come here, you paste symbol. See, symbol is a variable. It can be X. You can write X also, no problem. Okay, symbol is infi.ns. So I have to put the, because it's a string, I have to put it in a single quote or double quote. Double quote. Okay. Let me show you a very small print statement here. I'm executing here. Print I am human. I cannot print this. Why? Because it's not a string. The string is ended here. Okay. You see? It's error. It says invalid syntax. If any wrong is there, invalid syntax. You have to, any string if you wanted to print, it should be within the single quotes. Now it will print. I am human. But literally it's wrong because I and M I wanted to put a single apostrophe, single colon. And if I execute this, it's wrong. So if you wanted to put any special single code character, you have to code this in the double quotes. Now it will print I am human. Okay. If you wanted to decorate anything a string, it should be in a double quotes or single quotes. It's clear now. Okay. So now Infosys, I wanted to get this data, but how do I fetch the data? If you go to Google, Yahoo is providing a Python library to fetch data. So let me try. Okay, let me search for Yahoo Finance Python library. Just type it. I know this package, but I just want to show you how to get this. Okay, Y Finance. Click this. This is the package which you need to install. If you are doing in your local machine, still you need to install this package. Okay, copy this, or you can copy, select and copy. If I'm going fast, just let me know. I'll make it little slow. Okay, paste it. And again, anything you wanted to execute in this boxes, you have to enter, alt enter. Okay, it is downloading. It is downloading some packages. Okay, it will install. This is the output of this. Okay, this package is installed. Okay, now how to get the data? I'll show the code. I have a symbol here. Let me, I'll cut this. Okay, clear the output. You can clear the output. You see this, cross symbol. You can clear the output of the any cell output. Okay, just clearing the output. If I don't want to see this output here, I can clear this cross symbol. Okay, this is the symbol I wanted to get it. Define a time frame, start and end the time frames. Okay, from which date to which date you want to fetch the data. Let's say I want from 2020 2016 01 012 2022 02 01. So this time range I want to get the data. Okay, let's write the code. How to write the code? We have to import some packages to get this data from Yahoo Finance. These are all the packages you need to install. I will explain each one separate. NumPy is a Python package. NumPy, numerical Python. If you wanted to do any calculations, because you wanted to calculate volume, VWAP, you wanted to calculate, simple moving average, exponential moving averages, MACDs, RSIs, all these are statistics. Okay, everything is statistics and numbers. So if you want to do any with these numbers, you need this package. This is the first package, you need it. Second one, pandas. Pandas is a very useful package. Okay, let me just a second. Let me answer these questions from group. Okay. So pandas, any data, if you know, uh, when you fetch data from internet, uh, somebody, can you put it in mute? Lady's voice is coming. I don't know the name. Please be on mute. Okay, so pandas is nothing but a data where you store your data. For example, you all know Excel, right? You store the data in Excel, you sort it, you filter it, you calculate some formulas. Okay, everything if you want to do in a Python, this is the library pandas. Okay, this is where you store your data in Python. And this is the Finance library we just installed from here because we wanted to download the data from Finance, so we import this package also. Next, datetime. Datetime is a package from Python, built-in package. If you wanted to manipulate datetime, because start and end datetime, if you want to define subtracting the datetime, because time frame minus 15 minutes, minus 20 minutes, if you go back automatically, programmatically, you will use a datetime package. This matplotlib is a Python charting library. When you do some calculations, it shows the numbers, but you don't know what this number is. If you want to visualize, you need some graph library. So this matplotlib is a uh, graph library. I hope it's clear. Any questions? Okay, no questions. So I'll show, instead of defining any date, because any date will change every day, I'll define dynamically end date. So how do I define? How I will define end date? Like this. You can see end date is date time dot now. Now means today. Take up to today, starting from 2016 to today. Take it. Somebody is waiting in a group. Just a second. Let me put it. Okay. You wanted to see which date it is. So execute the statements. So all the packages will be imported to your local Python. There will be no difference if you write this in your local machine or in a cloud. All the statements are same as it is. You will open Notepad++ and you will write all the statements. Okay. I'll show you how you can write it in your local machine also. Let's print the symbol. Just print. Previously we have seen how to print the print F. Format the string. Downloading. I just want to print some statement. Downloading symbol data from to. Okay. Now just fill up this symbol start end. Execute this statement. It will print the statement downloading NS from 2016 to 2022 today date. Okay. How do I download the data? This is how I download the data. Start date, symbol, start, end date, interval. You have different intervals: daily, weekly, hourly, 15 minutes, 1 minute, 5 minutes time frame. So for now I wanted to download a daily data. Control enter or alt enter. You press, it's downloading. You see, it's 100% completed. It's 100% completed. But how do we see the data? Now you will learn pandas data frame, how to use def.head. It means show me top 5 rows, first 5 rows. You see, the data is downloaded here. Starting from 2016 01012 to which date it is downloaded. I don't know. I can see only 5 rows here. Okay, you have df.tail. Okay, I'm going very fast. If you guys feel, if you don't understand, just please let me know. Okay, df.tail. Tail means at the end, right? And you can see February 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And you will see open, high, low, close, and adjacent close. This is after open market, Yahoo updates the close price, but you can ignore for now. And volume. So we have data from 2016, 2016 to 2022. I just want to plot this data. Let's see how the data is because I cannot see whole data from 2016 to this 2022. How many years? 4 plus 6 to 6 years data. So let's plot. Plot means let's show me the chart for this data. I'll show how you can see the data in a chart. I'll just do small modifications to this data. Why? Because I will change this column names. These are the column names: open, high, low, close. When you download this data from Zerodha or LS or any other broker, we use they use these brokers uses these are the small letters. Okay, so for the consistency, I'll use the small letters. All are open, close. This is nothing but renaming the uh, this data headers. It is nothing but renaming it. Okay, in Excel you'll rename like low, close, ADJ, close. Last one is, so I renamed it. Let's verify df.tail. You can write in a single code block, you can write multiple statements also. Let's see. See, the headers are renamed. It's O is capital letter and it's a small letter. Okay. Now let's plot this data. I import Python library, graphics, graph library, and I wanted to plot it. This plotting is very important because when you calculate moving averages, if you wanted to compare, it seems I missed high, low, close. Okay, just a second. Let me download again. If you miss your data, again come back, download the data, and do all your steps again. If you want to verify it, open. This is high, high, low, close. Okay, it's showing complete data here. So now you can see data starting from 2016 to 2022. Here you have right hand side. You have this is called legends. I don't want to see open, high, low. You just click it. It will hide it. Okay. You can see the data. If you wanted to zoom this data, you can just any time range. You can select this. It will zoom. I wanted to see. You can reset here. You have reset. Reset, and I wanted to see only last few days. You can see last few days data. Okay. I want to see again February data only. This is February data. This is clear. Now if you wanted to add a low, you can add this is the low. Open. Clear. So we plotted the data. Next we will see how to calculate a moving averages based on this data. Anytime if you forget what is the headers, what columns it has, anytime you can type head df.tail or head, it will show the data for your last 5 rows. In any case, if you want to see last 20 rows, you type 20 here, df.tail of 20, it will show last 20 rows. Okay, you can give any name. Last 100 rows you wanted to see, you will see last 100 rows. But here I just want to see just 5 rows now for now. Okay, now we would like to calculate a simple moving average. How I will calculate this data frame, the pandas data frame, it has a built-in, formulas, designed formulas for us. I'll say SMA, simple moving average. Running this meeting will okay. This meeting will end 10 minutes. I'll share the link again in a group. You can join back. Okay. It's okay, right? Hi, Nahila. Very good. Okay. So once this meeting is closed, I'll send a link again. Please join again. Okay. SM,
Rao, I think we can join again from this link. I think.
same link. Okay, it's fine. If you can join from the same link, it's okay. Okay.
We
SMA.
will let you know. If it is not working, we will let you know.
Yeah. SMA 5. I wanted to calculate simple moving average of 5. How do I calculate? DF. For which column you want, for which field you wanted to calculate simple moving average? For close or open, high or anything. It's up to us. So I'll calculate this for close. What is the window? I said 5. Okay. Enter. It will calculate it. But I cannot see it. Why I cannot see it? Because I did not print the data. I can print the data here itself. df.tail. I can see now a new column is added to here. Simple moving average 5 is added here. Let's see the head. You think you will see the head? You'll not be able to see the head for the simple moving average 5. Because to calculate this, the first point on 2016-0101, it needs previous 5 points to calculate the simple moving average for this date. But there is no previous 5 points, okay? So it cannot calculate. So it means first 4 points will be having null. Null means 0 values, okay? That's why you don't see here. Now this is simple moving average 5. Let me calculate simple moving average at 10. Okay, just copy paste. And you can name it anything here, SMA said, SMA 10, but just to understand, you can calculate for open also. If your strategy based on the open price, you can calculate for open also, open and a 10. But you will not see SMA 10. See, you don't see SMA 10. For the next 10 periods, 10 records or 10 data points, actually it's called 10 data points. Because I cannot say days, because now our data is for each day. But when you work on intraday, each record or data point is for every minute. So you cannot see the data for next 10 data points. Let's see head of 15. I say head of 15. Head of 15. See, SMA 10 is not available for the first 9 points and it's available for here. SMA 5. So the same way if you calculate SMA 10, 20, so you don't see it. Okay. So for me to make it simple, I'll do it this for the close and keep it 5. So let me see the tail also. Tail means last five or any data. You see, I can see SMA 5 and 10. Okay, fast, medium, and slow moving average. I'll say Tema triple moving average. I'm going to calculate if your strategy based on the triple moving average. If the medium moving average crosses the fast moving average, and if you want to go for a signal, then this is the code, simple code 20. Okay, and you wanted to plot this, how the data looks, just go back, copy this code, same charting, same code, add new code block, paste it. You wanted to show close plus SMA underscore 5. This is just the name. It's a legend. It can be any name. I'll just say Sam, right? It's okay. SMA 10 I say. and SMA 20. SMA 20. It can be any name, but this field supposed to be proper field. It should be from the header. This field. It should be this field. This field. This field. Okay. So close SMA underscore 5. See, it shows automatically SMA 5, SMA 10, SMA 20. Okay. Let's see. There is something wrong here. You see, the string if I formatted is wrong. Let's see. Here also it's wrong data. See. Okay. Our SMA is calculated, but I cannot see this data. Let's zoom into the present data. Or you have option here. I'll tell you one more thing. Let's create a temporary data set. I'll take last 40 points. Okay. What we did here, df.tail 5 10. If I say it prints this data, right? Instead of printing here, I am storing to a separate variable data frame, and I will use this to plot the data wherever I use this. Okay. There are so many ways how you can plot this data, or you can directly zoom into this data. But I'll take this way for now. You see, now we can clearly see SMA 5, 10, 20. This is the just legend. You see, it doesn't matter what you write here, it displays here. Okay, I don't want to close, and now I can see if red is below SMA 10, then you can go for short like this. You can if you have any strategies, you can clearly observe how the pattern is. Now what we have calculated here, simple moving average, right? So we'll see exponential moving average, how to calculate exponential moving average, EMA. Then next I'll show how to uh, backtest a strategy. For exponential moving average, our pandas dataset gives built-in function EWM, exponential weighted moving average. Span is nothing but a window. In a Zerodha, you will see. Let me log into Zerodha. Open any chart. Studies. Go. Moving average. Settings. We have set period 10, 5, 20. Based on which open, high, close or HCL. You can select any field right here. The same. This is what here. On which data point you want to calculate. This is the window size. 20. 10. Okay. Let's calculate and see the data. I think we just calculated. Sorry. Can you see my screen? Okay, here. Yes, you can see. I hope. Now let's see the data. TF.tail. EMA I can see. So like this, the same way you can calculate any number of exponential moving averages. 20, 50. You just change the window here. 20. Okay, I'll continue the session. I hope everybody joined. Uh, are you able to see my old screen? The same notebook file?
Yes.
Okay, okay. Now the same way we can calculate, you know, this EMA 50 and see the data is populated or not. Yes, it is populated. Now next part is I'll show a simple backtesting how we can do this. It's okay, or you wanted to see something else? Any questions?
No.
Okay, great. Now if you see, I have a SMA 5, 10 and 20. So based on this, I would like to write a small strategy, whether my strategy will work or not. I think somebody is waiting. Let me in. And I'll show how to calculate CPR also. Okay. For pivot boss indicators, this whatever support and resistance, everything I'll show. If I have time, if I forget, just remind me, okay? Because I have a lot of things to cover. Okay. To write any backtest, first I have to go through the each data point. It can be a minute to data frame, or it can be a 15 minutes time frame, or anything. But I have to go through the every data point and see whether the particular day or time frame, it's 5 minutes, whether it matches my condition or not. So how do I do? It's basic arithmetic calculations, but we have to do this in this data frame. So I'll show how we can do this. See, we know, for example, I equals to 2 and j equals to 3. Okay, I equals to 2 and j equals to 3. I wanted to know whether I is greater than j or not. Print. I just want to print it. I is greater than j. It will print true or false. False. No, it is not. Same way, if SMA sim 5 is greater than SMA 10, it means crossover. If whenever SMA crosses SMA 10 and SMA 20, then I wanted to see what are all the data which matches this condition. How do I write? How do I write? Okay, come here. What is this condition? DF. Where is our data? It's in DF, means data frame of SMA 5 is greater than or equal to DF of SMA 10. I wanted to see this data only, whenever this data. If I write like this, what I get? True or false, only I will get it. I'll get true or false. I don't see the data. See, true or false. What I get here? True or false. Why? Because I just write a condition. I did not write a condition to print which one is having the true value. I mean, I should print actually j. If my, so then in this case, the syntax will be like this. Don't confuse. This is just a syntax. You can learn it. Okay, I'll write a comment here. To filter data which matches specific condition. So if you write this condition, it filters all the data which matches this condition. So tail, again, I wanted to see only last 5 records. I don't want to see whole data. So you can see the date here, 19th, 20 and 4, 7, 8. It seems every day this matches, right? So now I change this condition. SMA 10 is greater than SMA 5. You see, this data is changed. Now my condition is based on three few. Okay, I'll keep this condition very simple. I'll write one more condition. If you wanted to check TEMA, triple moving average strategy, if SMA 10 is greater than SMA 5 and SMA 20 is greater than SMA 10, if you wanted to write multiple conditions, how we write in a simple maths? In simple maths, how we write this condition? I equals to 10, j equal to j equal to 20, k equals to 40. How do I write? I is greater than j and j is greater than k. This is what how I write, correct? But it's always best practice to separate the condition like this. So this is one group of condition and this is another group of condition, correct? So this is the logic I'll apply here. This is one condition. If SMA of 10 is greater than or equal to SMA of 5, put this in a braces. This is one condition. And another condition, just write a simple braces. DF of SMA underscore 20 is greater than or equal to SMA of 5 or 10, any condition. Here I'm not building any real strategy. I just want to explain. Okay, this is my condition. I want to filter this data. If I want to filter the data, can somebody can be unmute? I think huge noise is coming. Who is that? Let me check. Mute. Okay. Okay. So still, if you execute this condition, it filters the only true or false. Okay. True or false. You want data. So if you want data, df of this dot tail. You see, this is the filtered condition. You can play with these conditions. Okay. Now I have written a sample code how to filter the data. Now we'll see some strategy. Okay. Second one, I'll explain loops. Let's write it. Loops. What is loop? If you wanted to repeat, go through all the data points one by one sequentially, then we use loops. Okay. For example, in a very simple, I have a some list. Okay. Uh, age. I have particular ages. Okay, ages 13, 17, 19, 26, and 14 and 20. I have these ages. I wanted to print whose age is above 19. So how do I know? I don't know, right? So I have to check one by one. So how do I loop? There is a for for loop is there for a variable called, it can be anything, okay, k in ages. So it means the k will be every time it will get one value. First it will fetch 13, then it will fetch 17, it will check every time. Okay, let's print, okay, what is the k. Now I write a condition. What is the condition? Condition is here, print whose age is above 19. This is what I wanted to write. So how I write if k is greater than 19, then print he is above 19. Age is, I want to print the real age also. Just write k, k. Okay. I've shown this. Whatever the statement you wanted to write, you write, and subtract, replace the element. So print. So it, see, when first time it executed, k 13, first 13 came, then 17 came, then 19, 26. Why 19 is because I said k is greater than 19, not equal to. When you say open is greater than close, or open is greater than low, then I wanted to buy. You said greater than, not greater than or equal to. Okay, these are two different conditions. This is equal to, if you wanted to print 19 also satisfied, he is above 19, his age is 19, age is 26, age is 20. No, I did not understand how it is working, I don't know. So I have a statement called a break. It will break, it will execute only once and it breaks. Okay, see, 13, it executed and it break. Why I want break? You want to break because you have a data points of from 2016 to 2022. You have 6 years data, for example, in this. If your condition is not matching, you don't want to go further to check other conditions. You have one condition here. Okay, what is this condition? Basic condition: if 13 mod 2 is equals to 0. I mean k mod 2 equals to 0. Okay, I'll write a real example here. MINUT is minutes. Okay, I want to check data every 5 minutes or every 2 minutes. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, you continue up to 60. I wanted to check market data every 2 minutes. How do I write this condition? It's a very simple condition. First, how do I get the minutes? You can get this minutes from date time. This is different class. I'll take it if it is now dot minut minutes. If you write this, it will give the current minute. Okay, to print the current minute. So let's consider you have minutes. Okay, every minute you get the minute, date time dot minute, you get it. Okay, and you see if it is every 2 minutes or not. How do I know every 2 minutes or not? Nobody knows. Even code doesn't know how whether it is every 2 minutes or not. So I have very simple logic. If k e mod 2 is 0, then I say it's a 2 minutes. Okay, then I continue the code. I'll continue the code. Print checking for strategy. Maybe your VWAP is greater than close. You check something. You can write n number of lines. Print calculating VWAP. Okay, you calculate a VWAP here. Okay, and you calculate RSI, VWAP, RSI, anything you calculate, CPR you calculate, anything you calculate and check. But if it is not, you don't want to check everything, right? Unnecessarily. So if k mod 2 not equal to 0, then continue. Continue means it will not come to this point. It will not come to this point. It will just continue with the next statement. I hope you got it. Let's see when it will print, okay? For which minutes it will print, let's see. I'll print the statement here, print K. This is wrong. dt dot. Okay. It's a 31 minutes. The minute is 31 here, okay? F. Because you don't know whether it is minute or number. MINUT minute. Minute is 31. 32 now. Which time it is? It is some US Central Time. It's not our time. Now 1 not executed. 2 is executing, checking for strategy, calculating VAP, calculating. You do some calculations and you execute your order if you want. Okay. Now 3 is not a every 2 minutes, so it will not execute. 4 is, so it will execute. No, my condition is every 5 minutes. How do I write? If your condition is every 5 minutes, it's a simple calculator. 15 by 5 is equal to 0 mod, right? But 3 by 5 mod is not 0. It's basic calculations, correct? 10 mod 5 is 0, correct? And if it is a 12th minutes means after 12 minutes, after 12 minutes mod 5 is equal to 0, no. So I know if I wanted to run this every 5 minutes, then I have to write this mod with 5. Now let's see, it should execute for 5 minutes, 10 minutes and 15 minutes. Only 3 print statements you will get it. You see, it did not check for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4 and it checked for the 5. So if you have anything code to check that every n minutes, then you write this. I will, okay, let's explain this anyway I'm here, right? We'll see the strategy later. Let me continue this. How do I regularly scan every n minutes data from Yahoo Finance? Somebody is interested in intraday data. Every 5 minutes he wanted to scan the market data and calculate something. How do I do? I'll tell you now, okay? We have seen for loop, and this is different loop. It is a while loop. While true, print dt dot datetime dot now. I just want to print the time. If I execute this, it will execute forever. What it means? While true means, I don't write true because you will confuse. While 1 equals to 1. If this condition is true, you can write any condition here, okay? While condition means while this condition is true, execute everything under this code block. This is the meaning. So if I execute this statement now, it will execute forever. You will see print statements continuously every second. So I stop it. I cannot stop it because it will not give time. Okay, it's finally stopped. It will not give me time to stop it. Okay, so I have to go to here runtime and interrupt execution. I have to stop it forcefully. So if you see, it executed for every millisecond. This is the US time 14 and this is a milliseconds 5174. Within a second it executed this many times. I don't want to execute this many times. I want to execute every second only once. I don't want it this many times. If you want to do this, you need to import another package from Python. Import time, then time dot sleep. I say every 2 seconds. This 2 is nothing but every 2 seconds execute this code block. So it executes every 2 seconds. You see, 36, 8 seconds, 10 seconds, 12 seconds, 14 seconds. If you wanted to execute this every minute, for example, 60 right, simply. So it will execute the next will, it will execute after 1 minute. I don't want to wait 1 minute to show this, but it will execute in one minute, okay? So how do I scan? Now you know how to get the data from Yahoo Finance. Okay, let it run, we'll see 1 minute. Meanwhile, I'll get this code where we executed data fetching from Yahoo. Let me go here, go here, go here. This is where, this is how I get the data, okay? Download, come down, come down, come down. Okay, let it run for a minute. Meanwhile, I'll put this code here. I want to download a symbol. Symbol, I will write a different symbol now. SYMBOL. Symbol equals to
Can you use Bank Nifty or Nifty?
anything. Bank Nifty. If it is there here, wait. I think Nifty Nifty Bank. Okay, this is the symbol Nifty Bank. Nifty Bank. You see, 36. It was executed before 36 minutes 25 seconds. Now it is executed 37 seconds 25 37 minutes 25 seconds. So it is executing exactly every 60 seconds. Okay, it's clear. If you want every 2 minutes, into 2. If you want every 5 minutes, into 5. Every 5 minutes it will execute. It's clear. Okay, now I'll take a Nifty Bank. How do I get this symbol? I don't know even. I come here, I type any symbol, Bank Nifty, NIFT, Nifty, Bank. I get this. Nifty Bank, I get this. Click, copy from here. This is the symbol. Okay, this is the symbol. Copy, paste it here. Start date, I don't want from 2016. Start equals to from 2022 0101. Start. And here in a single code block we can write a multiple statement. So I just print last 5. Let's it's downloaded or not. It will download, but I'm interested in 1 minute data or 5 minutes data. So how do I write? Interval, 1 day, 1 minute I write. I think it's 1 minute. Okay, so it says 1 minute data is not available for 2 months. It gives only 7 days data for 1 minute. Okay, Yahoo. Let's try, or we can say here 02. Okay, 0201. Instead of 01, I say 5. You will get this data. Still 5 is not available. 7. Okay, from 7 you have this data. See, you see 1 minute data. 11th. 11th is last working day. 329 you have open, high, low, close. Okay, clear? So it's a 1 minute data. You can see the head also. DF data head. You'll get this data. So how do I get? How do I query this every 1 minute? Okay, I'll tell you. I'll clear this output. In a live market time, when you run this at 9, for example, you started at 325. Okay, so you will see the data till 325. This will be the last data point. You will see from morning